I don't know what's been happening with Disney recently. For the past couple of years, it's like I can't recognize Disney. Like what's with Disney? Their movies, they're just so good. You're watching a movie nowadays and you're like, is this Disney? Like, wow. Big Hero 6. So Disney's latest animated film is Big Hero 6. Now, Big Hero 6 is the first animated Disney film that features a Marvel comic book character. So have Big Hero 6. So the movie is based on the Marvel comics of the same name. Now, in Big Hero 6, you have a Hero, he's like a really cool tech genius, or a prodigy. Like, he does these really cool, amazing things, and you're just like, wow, like, dude, you're 13. I mean, he graduated high school when he was 13. Like, wow, like, could you just imagine how smart the kid just really is, or how smart you have to be to graduate high school at 13? And with Hero, you also have Baymax. Now, Baymax is this really giant, inflatable machine robot guy, and Baymax is like the coolest robot that you'll see in like a movie. Dude is really awesome. So you have Hero and Baymax team up with a group of friends to battle a villain. And it's kind of hard to go like really what the movie is about without going into the spoiler territory, so just keep it at that. Like that's the premise right there. They team up to battle like a villain. Now, while I'm watching Big Hero 6, like Big Hero 6, oh yeah, Big Hero 6, for some reason though, I was more excited for Big Hero 6 than I was for Interstellar. And I'm like, wow. And I'm talking to like a different group of people and they're saying the same thing. I'm like, wow, I'm not the only one that feels the same way. Like, Big Hero 6, wow, like a movie that's higher like on my to watch list than Christopher Nolan's Interstellar. Like, seriously, Interstellar. Wow, that just showed you like how much like I want to see this film. And after seeing it, like I was not disappointed. I was not at all disappointed. Like the thing is I expected it to be so good that it just met my expectations. It just met my expectations and it exceeded my expectations in the emotional investing aspect of the film. Like, as you're watching the film, you're thinking to yourself, like, is this really a kids movie? Is this really a Disney kids movie? Like, these Disney's movies now, like, they've become so good that they're not just for kids. They're just like for all audiences. Like you're a mother, you're a father, you bring your kids to see the movie, and you're like, oh, this movie, I'm sorry, these movies, they're just for kids. But no, you'll have a really great time because even the themes, dealing with loss, the themes of dealing with loss, it's just so damn powerful. I just love how the film tackles that. It was so damn good. I'm not gonna lie to you. There are some moments in this film where I had like a few tears in my eye. I'm not even serious. I'm like, don't cry now. Don't cry now. I'm like so damn serious. I'm not lying to you. Like I was blown away by how emotional like this film was at, times. It was so damn spectacular. But enough about like Baymax. Let's talk about some of the, the heroes, the friends. You also had what's his name? Let's get Wasabi. Now Wasabi, I like Wasabi. He can do some really cool laser thing, it's like got some like laser hands. It's really cool. It's really awesome. I like what he does. I like the action that he performed. But Wasabi, I hate his personality. I hate his character. I really hated this character because he's just so negative all the time. And I looked up Wasabi and I just found out that he was voiced by Damon Wayans Jr. And I don't know what's with Damon Wayans Jr. with playing wussies in movies. This is a kid's review. With playing these type of guys in films. Like, he's just not that... I don't know why he always chooses these roles when he's just a wuss. I just don't get it. I hated his personality. Like, there are some points where he contradicted himself a little bit. And, alright, this isn't really spoilers, but there's like a scene where Hero is like, get the transmitter, or get the transmitter, yeah. And he's like, what's the plan? Like, that is the plan, get the transmitter. And there's another scene in the film where heroes like destroy the microbots, and then he's like, "All right, now that's a plan." Like it's the same thing. Like there's no difference. They said get the transmitter, destroy the microbots. It's the same plan. So like that was the plan. So I just really hated this character. But let's look at some other characters. Baymax, I already told, Baymax is just really, really freaking awesome. Baymax is like one of the coolest robots, and whenever I would pay like money just to see Baymax low on battery. Like low on battery Baymax when he's running out of battery. Like he's the funniest thing ever. And they're like practice some handshakes, like pa la 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 la. La la la. Baymax, it is so funny. I love Baymax. I love Big Hero 6. And wait, I'm getting my head ahead of myself right now. And you also have Honey Lemon. Honey Lemon is also one of the heroes, and well, what can I say? She's awesome. She's like really crazy when it comes to science, but Honey Lemon is amazing. You have Gogo Tamago is like I just love it. She's like this really cool adrenaline junkie. She just loves adrenaline. She craves adrenaline. Like I can't say enough about her. And I actually like her costume though, how she uses those magnetic rollerblade thingies to like move around. It is like the coolest thing ever. And there's also Fredzilla or Fredzilla. Fredzilla, except for Hero and Baymax, was my favorite because Fredzilla, I just love it how he's just into this superhero type of thing. Like he sees like the bad guy coming after them. He named the bad guy like, oh, that's the villain. Like this is so cool. I just love it how he's invested into the whole superhero kind of thing, and he just makes the movie just like that much more fun and watchable. Unlike Wasabi, Wasabi just was more like a downer. Fred though, he's more like into it. Whenever Fred is on screen, you gotta laugh, you gotta smile because he's just awesome. And Fred's dad, I'll get to that later. But uh, yeah, I believe that's all the characters, and and Cass, all these other people, and Wasabi. I mean, Hero's brother. Hero's brother is like really cool. I just love it how uh close Hero is with his brother, and because Hero is so close with his brother, uh you can understand why Hero acts a certain way or do certain things in the movie because of just how close his bond is with his brother. So the way he acts, you can totally understand it. I understood it, and I didn't mind, and it just made the story that much more emotional and just basically more awesome. And also, Big Hero 6 is like a huge bonding experience between a boy, a tech genius boy, and this robot Baymax. Like, there's this like scene where Hero's like running through the street chasing after Baymax, and I don't know why I love that scene so much because he's chasing after Baymax, which is a robot, but the way he's chasing after him, just like so determined to find him, it's like you forget that Baymax is actually a robot, like at times. Like, Big Hero 6, this film, it blew me away. It met my expectations, but surpassed my expectations with the emotional appeal. I guess you could say that. But I expected it to be this good, and I was happy that it lived up to my expectations. It is awesome. Big Hero 6, there isn't really much negative that I could say about the film except for Wasabi. His character just didn't do it for me. Wasabi just didn't do it for me. And Cash was really cool. Uh, and some people might be going into this movie saying like, yeah, I know who this one character is. There's no doubt it's him. Like, we know who it is. But no, you don't know who it is. See the movie and you're gonna be surprised. This movie, it is not predictable at all. Big Hero 6 is not predictable. All right, it is not. So Big Hero 6, I have to give Big Hero 6 an ace of spades, and that is the highest honor any movie will get from me. All right, I give Jokers, I give Jack of Hearts, King of Diamonds, and Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades is the highest that I'll ever give a movie because Big Hero 6 was that. The only bad was, I think, in the film was Wasabi, and close to the ending, there's like a scene in the ending where I was a little bit disappointed with how it went on. Like I would have much preferred if the movie ended where you open the arm and it ends. I would have much preferred that, but I can't really get into that. But because of those two things, those were like the two negatives for me. But other than that, those two negatives are not enough to say that this movie wasn't an ace. Because beyond all those two, this it was amazing. So Big Hero 6, definitely go check it out. The film, it is amazing, really emotional, really gets you thinking. I love the way it deals with loss and the theme of loss and wow. Baymax, Baymax, Hero, every one of these characters except Wasabi. This film is amazing. Check it out. It's definitely worth like I believe like 2 hours of your time. It's definitely worth the ticket price. I saw it in 2D, but I really wanted to see it in 3D. But definitely, if you can see it in 3D, see it. And the flight scenes, all right. I gotta end this video. But again, thank you guys so much for watching Big Hero 6. I love the film. Definitely go check it out. Oh, and I almost forgot. Like before Big Hero 6 start, you'll be treated to a really cute can I say cute? Really nice, really awesome short animated film called The Feast. It's like the best thing ever. Like look forward to Feast before Big Hero 6 starts. And that's another reason to see Big Hero 6 because of like Feast. It is really cool. And Big Hero 6, don't forget now, Big Hero 6 is a film based on Marvel characters. And it's basically a Marvel film. And we all know what happens at the end of Marvel films, right? Right? So trust me, guys, you might want to stay after the credits for this one because you'll be treated to something marvelous. Yeah, marvelous. Thanks for watching, guys.